All right, so what's the stakes?
What's the stakes?
What's the stakes?
Um,
I don't have.
I got a lighter on me.
I got nothing on me.
Okay. Welcome back to GP for Beginners, folks. Today we have a really fun video that we are going to shoot for you. Stevens was kind enough to let us use his Gladiator because what we're going to do is we're actually going to test an Amazon find versus name brand products when it comes to an air compressor to air up the tires on your Jeep. So on your Jeep, you have the built-in ARB twin compressor, right?
Yes, I do.
So he has it on board, so we're just going to connect his hose directly here. I have my trusted smittybilt that I've been using for years. I love this compressor.
Let me point out also that I have the same exact one before I got the ARB.
Right? Actually, this is one of the more popular compressors on the market, and a lot of people really like it. But we found this guy on Amazon for a fraction of the price, and it's a twin compressor. So we got curious. All right. I looked up the specs. Do you remember what the specs are?
I have no idea.
So the ARB twin compressor puts out about 3.5 CFM, which is cubic feet per minute as far as airflow. The smittybilt, which the reason it's so popular is it's very high flow at 5.63 CFM. But this guy boasts a massive 10.8 CFM. So here's what we're going to do. If it's all right with you, because I know it's your Jeep, all right,
What do you want to do?
is we are going to take 3 of his 37-inch tires and we're going to flatten them straight down to the ground to 0 PSI. Then we're going to hook up all 3 compressors and we're going to race them. And we're going to see which one's going to win. Which one do you think is going to win?
I'm going to go for the underdog. Even though I have the ARB and I have the smittybilt, I haven't had this. And just the numbers alone sounds a little impressive. So I'm going to go for the underdog. What about you?
Well, I would like to think so, but you know what? I got to stick with my smittybilt, man.
Okay.
I mean, she's tried and true.
What's sad is that none of us is picking the one that I actually have.
So before we get too deep into it, let's cover why we're doing this. How much on an average does this ARB install cost?
Over $1,000.
So it's over $1,000, right?
Yeah.
So the smittybilt compressor, I think when I bought it at the time was about $350. Do you remember how much yours was?
Around, I got it for like $2 something, I believe. It was on sale or something like that.
So, which is, again, why it's popular. This guy is $100. So do you really think that $100 Amazon Find compressor is going to outrun the big dogs?
I don't know, man. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to get his tires flattened. We're going to hook them up, and then we're going to race it. So stick around, because this is going to be some fun. It's a lot of Apex parts on your Jeep, man.
You should sponsor me.
You made this really easy to air down, right? Show me. And that's it?
Wow. I've never done that.
So your tire's never been completely flat?
Never.
Are you scared?
No. I'm going to air it up. I got 3 choices.
We've got the 3 tires flattened on the Gladiator. If you can see, we've got our hoses hooked up to all 3 compressors. Now we just got to turn them on and see which one gets to pressure first. They're all at 0, and our goal is, what, 35? That's what you run them at? All right, so at 35 pounds, that's our goal. So I'm actually going to give the ARB a little bit of a head start, and I'm going to turn this one on first, and then I'm going to crack open the other 2. So let's see which one wins. I don't see any tires bubbling up yet. Oh, didn't shut the valve on your tire.
I am disgusted, appalled, and not happy. You got to give the ARB a fair chance. We're going to do this all over again. All over again. Come on.
All right, so that little bit of a disadvantage for the valve stem not being all the way tight, Steven says it ain't fair. So we are going to reflatten these tires. And to make it fair, I say let's move them around and try different tires. All right. So give us a second. We're going to reset and we're going to do this again.
20 minutes later.
All right. So in the efforts to make this 100% a fair race, we're going to hit all 3 buttons at exactly the same time. So how do you want to do this? On a count of 3?
1, 2, 3, click.
Click. Okay. All right. So you ready?
4, 1, 2, 3.
Which one?
You tell me.
5 hours later.
This is our second attempt. As you can see, we switched which compressor is now going to which wheel. And we're going to try this one more time. So you ready? 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to see which one really kicks ass. Starting to lift. And we're starting to lift. And the $100 one is now lagging behind. You know, the hose is exactly the same length, regardless of which wheel you go to. But it's interesting. Where are we at?
5, 5, 7, 8.
Oh, okay. Come on, smittybilt. Come on, buddy. Smittybilt's never let me down. I feel like your ARB is lifting quicker. This one's starting to catch up.
What we got?
13 and 13. ARB and the $100 compressor are neck and neck.
What's your smittybilt at?
Smittybilt is only at 10.
Uh-oh.
Oh. It'd be funny if ARB actually comes out on top here.
We got to show you that we are actually doing this fairly and not stopping the video.
Exactly. So the reason he's always moving that camera around is we want this one continuous shot. We don't want you to claim that we stopped the camera and cheated.
What are we at?
21 and 21, 17. ARB is keeping up with the $100 compressor.
No, the $100 compressor is keeping up with the ARB.
Or the $100 compressor is keeping up with the ARB. I like that. Hey, you didn't even have faith in your own ARB system.
I didn't have faith. I just wanted to go to the underdog because it was the underdog.
29, 24.
Uh-oh. What's smittybilt?
20. So the TPMS system is real time, right? Should be? All right. $34.
Where?
ARB is now in last place, stuck at 21.
No, that's not right. Get back to your
What PSI? You said 35?
35.
All right.
When it hits 35, we stop it.
So according to your dash, we're at 35.
Stop it. At the same time.
3, 2, 1, off. All right. So we're going off of what the TPMS system says on the dash of the Jeep. And that shows that our right rear tire, which is our $100 Amazon find, has hit 35 PSI. The other 2 tires have not hit that pressure yet. But we're going to grab a tire gauge and we're actually going to measure each one right now where they sit just to see how close they are to each other. So let's see how accurate that is. This is our Amazon Find compressor.
37.5.
37.5. This one is my trusted smittybilt compressor.
So it goes to show that the tire gauge is, it's not as accurate on the Jeep. No way.
25.5 on my wonderful smittybilt in the same amount of time.
Can't be right. Let's do it again.
Try one more time. 25.5. Wow. Now let's check the ARB.
Wow. On this side? Ready?
Yep, go ahead.
Moment of truth. Oh!
32.5. Almost at where it's supposed to be.
The champion. I told you. The underdog. I don't know why I'm happy.
No.
I don't know why I'm happy, because I have the ARB and it lost.
Well, I'm actually really upset because I expected the ARB to lose all three. My smittybilt couldn't even keep up with those two.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. So it just goes to show it's not always about specs, because remember, the ARB compressor is spec'd out at 3.6 CFM, but the smittybilt is spec'd out at 5.6 CFM. So by rights, according to the specs from the manufacturer, the ARB should not have outrun the smittybilt. Now, the $100 Amazon find, 10.8. Yes, it did win, but the ARB at such a gap at only 3.6 was not that far behind it. So I don't know. I'd say the jury's kind of out on which one's really the better value. What do you think?
Numbers don't lie, Josh. Numbers don't lie.
So you know what? For $100, it's not bad, gotta say. All right, folks. So there you have it. Even though specs-wise and technically time-wise, our Amazon find was the faster of the three compressors. I'm impressed with the ARB, though. What about you? I'm truly impressed with how quickly that kept up. Anyways, folks, once again, my name is Josh. This is Jeeping for Beginners, and I look forward to you putting in the comments down below which one of these three you think is actually the better value for your Jeep and to air up your tires off-road. In the meantime, folks, don't forget to check out our website at jeepingforbeginners.com. We've got all kinds of things happening on there with summer classes in person as well as online, and a brand new page for a bunch of merchandise that we now have for sale that supports the channel. So check that out, jeepingforbeginners.com. In the meantime, folks, stay safe, happy Jeeping, and I'm pretty sure we'll see you next time. I love the fact that yeah, as long as you're ready. Make sure your boobs are still there.